After our stay in Luxor, we traveled on another awful overnight bus over the Suez Canal to Dahab on the Sinai Peninsula. These bus rides are terrible. Egypt is probably the worst. And on this bus ride, we actually had the driver and another one, he was an assistant of some sort, hollering at each other like every couple hours. And it was just amazing. We were sitting right behind them, so extremely loud. But at least the fights didn't escalate into a fist fight on the streets.
يكون في كرسيين فاضيين يا محمد في العربية. ما فيش كراسي فاضية يا عبد الراضي، ما فيش كراسي فاضية. ما فيش كراسي فاضية يا كراسي. والله ما أنت الغلطان، أنا ابن 60 كلب، مش أنت اللي غلطان والله.
This yelling match has been going on for a while.
كرسي 6 ده اللي بحجز للغردقة وكرسيين للأجانب، بس اللي عندي. انت معلم انت يا احمد. انت مش عارف عدد ركابك من نقد. انا عارف يا عبد الراضي. انت معلم على كرسي واحد يا عبد الراضي. معلم على كرسي واحد. ايش بتقول في واحد تاني ما جاش؟ مستنيه انت؟ فين هو ده الغلطه فين اللي انت مستنيه اتصل عليك؟ ما فيش حد مستنيني ولا لا اله الا الله. ما انت بتقول مستني واحد يا محمد. يابا ما هو الكرسي ده اللي كان يرن عليه الراجل.
We have survived another overnight bus trip. Well, I mean, it's not over yet, but we didn't end up in a fist fight or I don't know. Right now I am watching the sunrise over the desert out my window, which is pretty cool. And on the other side of the bus, which is not very visible at the moment, is the Red Sea. It's been a very long night. I think we still have maybe 3 hours on the ride. There's been a lot of yelling on this ride, but surprisingly after about 12 o'clock everything got quiet. The music was turned off, the movies were off, and the yelling managed to only happen every so often. So it's actually been a good ride. The only thing that sucked is that these seats are nowhere near comfortable. I ended up like sitting on the floor, putting my head on the seat, like to actually sleep for maybe the half an hour that I've slept, and Eric's been slumped over. It's really uncomfortable, I guess is all we can say, but that's an overnight bus. That's kind of what you expect. If you ever get on one, you're not going to be sleeping. At least not on ones that are in Egypt, that's for sure. So here's hoping the next 3 hours go well. I have to pee like nobody's business. We landed here in Dahab after our extremely long and annoying bus ride. We've actually been here for one night, and our hotel kind of sucks, and our plans to go to Mount Sinai didn't work out, but I can't really complain about this. That's the Red Sea. People come here to go diving and snorkeling and swimming and stuff like that. So we are basically just hanging out and taking it easy. And tomorrow we will be heading to Jordan. I think I ended that video too soon. Look at that shit. That's amazing. Wow. The main reason that we went to Dahab was to go to St. Catherine's Monastery, which is on top of Mount Sinai, and it is believed that Mount Sinai was the site where God gave the 10 Commandments. We were very excited about it, and it ended up falling through because in the town they have decided to only use private transport to get to the mountain, and basically they've overpriced incredibly on these buses, so there's no way that we could do it together, and we weren't able to get other people to go with us, so it just ended up being too much money for us to go. But besides, we spent a few days in Dahab, and we got to watch people on the sea doing windsurfing, and I also got to have some amazing milkshakes. Alright, so these two cats got in a really big fight a few minutes ago, like a throw down everything thing. Oh, that kid's ruining it. Anyways, so I'm not really sure who's aggressing against who. One of these kids is gonna get eaten. They're currently just meowing at each other. The one on the left seems to be the more worried party. I don't know. Like, the cat on the right seems to be, well, the cat on the right's laying down now. They just threw a kitten into the mix. These people are idiots. We're currently at the Nueva Egypt ferry terminal, and we've been here for like 2 hours, and our ferry doesn't leave for like another half an hour, so I had to go to the bathroom, so I decided to come in here, and I realized that there was a Western toilet, and I was excited about it. Oh, I get to sit down while I pee. As you can hear, the toilet water is just running, which is always a bad sign, meaning that you can't flush the toilets. It's probably pretty nasty. And I went in there, the toilet seat looks really messed up. I should say that I didn't go in there because something stopped me. Someone missed the toilet. There are a lot of cats here, but I would have to say that that's definitely human due to the size. And that's not the only thing. Let me just move a few feet to the right. This has happened twice, and somebody stepped in it. It's just nasty. I'm ready to leave Egypt.